Hi guys, my name's Lou Landers. We're gonna get our hip flexors strong and we're gonna work on our active flexibility. Let's do this. Okay, starting off with some good exercises to help extension through the back of the legs and also working that active flexibility as well. So, I want to get your fingers underneath your knees where that gap is. Now squash your fingers and release. Squash, release. And do that a couple of times and repeat. Yeah, this is engaging through the legs and the quads and getting nice strong legs. And release, shake it out. This time going with hands by your side like an A. We're going to do the same thing. Try and get your heels off the floor. Lengthen through your back and spine. Heels off and release. Heels off and release.
I am the ringleader on my own circle.
Now this time we're going to have a little stretch through the back of the legs. This is going to help set us up for some really good hip flexor conditioning. Alright, so I'm going to flex one foot, I'm going to pull it towards me, grab onto my toes, pull it in, and if I can, slightly start to extend all the way through and back in. Doing a couple of those each side and repeat. Keeping your back nice and straight, not rolling through the shoulders. Okay, so now we are going to start to get some nice exercises to help our legs feel nice and strong, get those hip flexors and the core working as well. So I'm going to put my hands just a little bit closer towards my knees and get my heels off. And relax. Push against the floor, push, push, push. Now if you can't get your heels off and your bottom off, just little pushes to start with, just little push. Just little push. Yeah, the progression for this one, each time you want to go a little bit higher, a little bit higher, and hold. And swing. Now continuing on with the stretches with the calves and getting the flexed foot. If you cannot reach your foot at this point, which is totally fine, we have stretch bands. Now what you can do is you can grab it onto your foot and start flexing it just gently. Still replicating the same shape we were doing before. The stretch is not as intense. So we want it to be tighter. You can wrap your arms around and bring it up a little bit higher. So that way you're getting the same extension, good resistance stretch, without having to lean as far forward. So you're not compromising your technique through your back and your legs. You can repeat that on your bottoms. I'll start on a diagonal here, grabbing onto your ankles. Now, you can lean onto a chair or a pole, and this gives you options for this exercise. From here, I find a little bit of balance. I'm going to try and extend one leg and bring it in. Extend one leg and bring it in. Now if you can't reach your ankles and get that leg extended, grab a little bit higher up on your legs and hold. Good. And extend and hold. And shake it out. So I'm going to demonstrate it leaning up against a pole as well, so I'm going to shuffle back a little bit. So leaning up against the pole, you can have a little bit of distance between you and the pole. This is a nice way to get a little more comfortable in this position whilst you're training it. If you find that the floor underneath is a bit hard, just grab a mat or push it underneath your bottom. Cupping the pole, two hands. I'm going to bring my knees into my chest. I'm going to keep one leg up and bring it back down. Other leg up, bring it back down. Now, this is just working a little bit of movement through the legs to get them activated to work these hip flexors in a straddle position. Now from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the legs into a froggy position. I'm going to go right leg first, I'm going to take it out to the side and hold. I'm going to bring it back in, left leg out and hold. And you can repeat this exercise a few times. From here, I'm going to take both legs out and hold. Now at this point, if you are trying this, you're going to be like, holy moly, holy hip flexors. And this is good conditioning for those hip flexors. And bring it back in. Going into a pike. And down nice and slow to help the conditioning through the core. Now if you feel like it's getting really tight, once again, nice little stretches coming out of it. Stretch out through those hip flexors. Some lunges as well can be nice to release the hips. Going back to these ones again. giving you variations from here. Once you've done one leg at a time, you can do both legs at a time. Working a little series for yourself in your own time, bringing your legs up to a pike, down. You can do rotations as well, so working your turnout all the way up, and you can reverse it. Out, and down, and up, and down. You can work your own variations from here as well. Everything does work nicely. You can do your leg kicks and scissors. You can work through that movement and get it nice and tight. Good. And relax. From here, you can just have a little stretch forward. Stretch now, a nice stretch for the hip flexors that I like to do is getting a nice square lunge, not extending all the way down, just tucking through the pelvis and lengthening through the back. Really lengthening quads, hip flexors, and keeping it nice and square. If you feel like having a little push forward, gently pushing your back, just a little bit further back.
You wanna hot body, you wanna Bugatti, you wanna Maserati, you better work, bitch. You want a Lamborghini, sip martinis, look hot in a bikini. You better work, bitch. You wanna live fancy, live in a big mansion, party in France. You better work, bitch. You better work, bitch. You better work, bitch. You better work, bitch. Now get to work, bitch. Now get to work, bitch. Bring it on, bring it on. Won't stop now, just be the champion. Work it hard like it's your profession. Watch out now, 'cause here it comes. Here comes the smash up. Here comes the master. Here comes the big beat. Big beat to blast ya. No time to quit now. Just time to get it now. Pick up what I'm putting down. Pick up what I'm putting down. You want a hot body? You want a Bugatti?